Time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here alongside Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. So the Nets starting five. LaPost Tandon, Porter Jr. and Claxton. Guard spots filled by Demon and Thomas. And it's man in at the three. And for New York, they've got Robinson. Jalen Brunson out there with Bridges. Then there's Towns. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. And DB, at this early part of the season, what's most important for the head coaches?
What's fascinating to me, Kevin, when you listen to coaches talk is whether you're a championship coach or a first-year coach, one of the biggest things you have to do is figure out your rotations.
Now here's Brunson. Anunoby outside. Back to Brunson. Shot clock at 6. Towns sets the pick for Brunson. They get it back. Bridges off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, there's a level of athleticism and length, so Mikal Bridges works hard on the glass and good things happen.
The Nets working the ball around now. Pass to Thomas for three. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
You know, Doris, whenever Cam Thomas gets the ball, you expect him to shoot it.
You do, Kevin. There's certain guys in the league that always have the green light, and Cam Thomas, one of those guys. This guy legitimately, on a nightly basis, can put up huge scoring numbers.
That free throw good from Thomas. And going back a bit, the Nets regaining a lot of their draft picks, Doris, from the Rockets. One of the more interesting trades that we've seen.
Well, they gave away a ton of those picks to acquire James Harden when they believed they had a championship window. And now in recovering them, Brooklyn able to benefit from the draft to try to position themselves for that all-important rebuild.
And he's good on the second. You know, Greg, talking about Cam Thomas now, what are some things you'd like to see him improve on?
Well, I'd say defense first and foremost. If he's able to improve there, as well as his passing and playmaking, watch out. He's already an incredible scorer.
And he makes all three.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Anunoby outside. Lets it go from 11. And Brunson the basket on the assist by Anunoby.
I think in today's NBA, you've got to be a three-level scorer. The midi is good for Jalen Brunson.
Pass to man. It's Thomas on the wing. Claxton a screen on Bridges. Thomas. Knicks with the rebound. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, and we saw them really play a determined game when it came to chasing down rebounds, getting those good second chance looks. Really loved their aggressiveness.
Well, you cannot let Mikal Bridges get into the paint because he's going to hammer it home when you do.
It's the Nets now, following the score by New York. Here's Demon. His last outing, he had 8 points. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
For New York, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
Let's remember, this is 6'8" with some hops. OG Anunoby with the dunk.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Pass to man. Here is Thomas. Here's the floater. And the layup is good. Thomas got 5.
Boy, how about the touch right there? Cam Thomas makes that floater look easy.
Knicks have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Brunson kicks to Towns. Over Porter, and again it's New York.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
10-7.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Pass to Claxton. Now, man. Takes it off the glass.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. Anunoby outside. And Anunoby slams it in.
With enthusiasm, Anunoby punishing the D for giving him that opening.
Nets trail by 3. Here's Demon. Pass to Claxton. Claxton a screen on Anunoby. 6 on the shot clock. Thomas against Bridges. Thomas's shot is off. The Knicks leading by 3. Bridges shot. Good. Bridges has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Bridges has gone a perfect 3 for 3 so far. Here's Demon. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's man. Bridges with the steal.
Ill-advised pass on that one, guys. I mean, he had to know there was a man there in position to get that turnover.
Great job by Bridges. Get out in front of the defense, get in transition.
Nets trail by 7. Pass to man. Here's Demon. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Now Claxton. 3-pointer. And it's Demon missing. The Knicks have gone an incredible 8 of 9 from the field. Brunson finds Anunoby. And Robinson throws it down hard.
Mitchell Robinson understands how to position himself and turn the lights out. Makes that easy.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Pass to Porter. Looking to end the run. Knicks with the rebound.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
With the teardrop and the rejection by Claxton. Porter with it. Now guarded by Towns. And that one's good by Porter.
Just so smooth pulling up there off the dribble. Porter terrific at being unpredictable and knowing when to take that shot.
Now here's Brunson. 23 points his last outing, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Josh on it. He's checked in for New York.
Number 3, Josh Hart.
There's a screen by Robinson. Here's Bridges, and the rejection by Claxton. Here's Porter. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Porter's got 5 now.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
Towns sets the pick for Brunson. And Towns gets it to go.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
14.
Here's Demon. Outside Thomas. Porter looking it over. Oh, good with the triple. New York leading by 6. And Brunson has it in the corner. Off target with his 3. Brooklyn's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Pass to Demon. Back to Porter. Now Claxton. Now Porter, defended by Towns. And finished off by Porter.
Whew. He is so quick off the ground. Porter just gives the defense very little time to react.
New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. On the wing, Bridges. Thomas covering. Brunson right side. Good on the shot.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
22. 16.
Nets trail by 6. Pass to Porter. Now here's Thomas. It's not going to go for him. Bridges with some nice defense. Unloads from 13. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Here's Demon. Here's Porter. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Bridges shot. Good. And now a 10-point New York lead.
How about 5 of 6 to start? Looks like he brought his A game.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Pass to Porter. Now Claxton. Back to Porter. Here's Mann. Defended by Hart. 6 to shoot. Shot from the top of the key. Mann can't hit.
That's a breakdown defensively right there, folks. He just could not make them pay.
To the middle. Here's Towns. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got 5 assists tonight.
28-16.
Nets trail by 12. And so Jordy Fernandez decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. The Knicks making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in. The Nets also changing it up. Williams, he's checked in for Terrence Mann, and Martin subbed in for Demon. Outside Williams. To the inside. Stolen by Robinson. Hart against Williams. Clarkson passes to Hart. New York moving the ball around. Brunson scanning the floor. If we look back at when things began to shift for the Knicks, Doris, it started with Jalen Brunson.
Well, I think certainly, Kevin, he is exactly the kind of leader you would want. Is he highly skilled? Of course he is. But he's about the work every day, and he sets the tone for his team.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
And both free throws good for Brunson. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, guys, the Knicks look to go a little deeper down their bench this season. To that end, they signed veterans Jordan Clarkson and Guerschon Yabusele. They fortified their reserves, and they hope it will bolster their roster for another deep playoff run.
Putting them in a good position. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report.
Individually, he's trying to lift the team. You've got to love the effort, but thus far, not getting over the top.
Here's Brunson. And such a nice move to make the basket work. Brunson's got 10 points in the game.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Now, here's Thomas. He has 5. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That'll be his second foul of the game. A different look for New York. Guerschon Yabusele, he's checked in for Towns. Landry Shamet comes in for Bridges. And Miles McBride subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And the Nets with possession here. They trail by 14. Rocket 6. Here's Traore. And the Nets miss again. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for New York. Clarkson against Martin. Clarkson passes to McBride. And Hart has it in the corner. Buries the long-range jumper.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
1:24 left in the first quarter. Here's Traore. Pass to Williams. And here's Wilson. With the drive. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Knicks.
They're controlling the pace of this game, pushing the ball up court and getting good looks in early offense.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
The Nets making a switch here. Brownie's checked in. And a big part of the Nets' shot diet comes, Doris, from beyond the arc. They love the three.
They do, Kevin, and for a team that struggles offensively and lacks interior scoring, firing away from distance gives them a puncher's chance every night.
Now, here's Shamet. Hasn't made one yet. Down low, shot clock at 6. And finished off by Yabusele.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
One shot.
At the line, one shot.
And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
Here's McBride. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Knicks lead by 19.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Brooklyn's gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pass to Clowney. To the right side. Williams outside. Rebounded by Hart. Gets it off. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Knicks out front, up 19. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a comfortable margin for the Knicks here, guys.
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Sharing the perimeter spots, it's Clarkson and Bridges. Hart is out there with Yabusele. And it's McBride in at the 1. That's the 5 for New York right now. New York leading by 17. Now McBride. 14 points from him the last game against Minnesota. Bridges against Wilson. 6 to shoot. From deep three-point land. A rebound by the Nets. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Yeah, I mean, hard time shooting the rock in that one, but they also didn't give themselves the best looks.
I think even when you get quality looks, there was an inability to stay consistent. It is hard to win on a cold shooting night in today's NBA. The scoring is just too good.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey, guys. The Knicks are able to play 5 out. And Josh Hart told me they surrounded Jalen Brunson with guys who can shoot, guys that command attention. He's able to expose that, scoring the ball and being unselfish. The court is wide open. Guys, back to you.
Tons of spacing. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks.
Well, you're running your offense through Mikal Bridges, and he is making it work right now.
Nets trail by 17. Martin the pass to Wilson. Martin with a screen on Bridges. Wilson inside. Working on Yabusele. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Williams. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Bridges. Yabusele kicks to Clarkson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. And so Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Anunoby, he's checked in for Clarkson. And Greg is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top floor generals of all time, the guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow, if we're talking traditional point guards, I mean, I gotta go Magic, Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. But I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
Now here's Williams, intercepted. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's McBride. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Man with it. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Pass to Demon. There's a good screen. 5 to shoot. It's tipped. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. And the basket is good.
This is what you call putting it all together on the offensive end. Go ahead, Mikal Bridges.
Here's Demon. Defended by McBride.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
To the paint. Pass the Abusele. Inside, here's Hart. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Hart's got 4 this quarter.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Demon, defended by McBride. Here is Porter, outside Williams. To end the run. Pass to Sharp. Here's Demon. Here's the screen for the 3. Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now McBride. Two points. That one goes. McBride's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
The Nets call timeout. Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen, and you show up for the best move. Let's go. Let's see the best move. Sit down.
He's checked in for New York. And the Nets also making a change. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Sharp. Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Can they get it? And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal
And in a
foul.
little over a decade, the
First team
Nets,
foul.
GA, having to rebuild from the ashes of two super team iterations.
The short time span between shows how quickly they can turn things around. And with a treasure trove of picks in the coming years, they look to climb that mountain once again.
He misses the free throw. And the Knicks, Doris, making some aggressive moves in recent years, loading up for a title run, and they came close.
And Kevin, this after years of patience and methodical building. You give away 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges, and of course you give away Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo to get Karl-Anthony Towns. They haven't quite reached the summit, will they?
Good on the second free throw. You know, Greg, you could argue the Nets kind of overachieved last season under first-year head coach Jordi Fernandez.
Yeah, only the 6th worst record last season. The defense was halfway decent, but they understand some patience is required in a rebuild.
Now, here's Bridges. He had 13 points in the win against Minnesota.
And let's talk about his passing, guys. Let's remember he also did an excellent job of finding guys in their right spots.
New York shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Bridges.
This guy is such a high-effort player. Mikal Bridges does everything he can to make sure he's the hardest-working guy out there.
Both free throws good from Bridges.
And a talented swingman. Bridges is someone to keep an eye on as he continues to round out his game.
Outside, Porter lets the 3 fly. Here's Claxton, and Claxton throws it down.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Here's Hart following the bucket by the Nets. Here's Towns. Bridges, no one around him. And the Knicks miss again. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. This their first look at this year's New York squad. Lets it go from deep. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Here's Hart. The kick out to Anunoby. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
Boy, a turnover like that will have a coach just staring at his shoes, biting his tongue.
The Knicks making a switch here. Brunson's checked in, and the Nets also making a change. Martin's checked in for Terrence Mann. Martin, the pass to Claxton. To the middle, stolen by Brunson. And here we go, the fast break. Brunson's got it. Pull-up jumper. It's good. Brunson's got 12.
Boy, the ability to stop on the dime and rise and fire. Jalen Brunson, that is outstanding.
Here's Demon. Outside, Porter. Outside, Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Claxton sets the screen for Williams. And yes, it's good. Williams has got 4 this quarter.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 12. It's hauled in by Claxton. For Brooklyn, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Pass to Demon. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. It's Porter outside. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. New York with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Another reason why they're up, just taking what the defense giving him here.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And last season, he was successful 81% of the time when he went to the line, so he didn't waste a lot of opportunities.
Yabusele, he's checked in for the Knicks. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Thomas is checked in. And with NBA defenses more spread out than ever, Doris, teams are getting more aggressive, looking for offensive rebounds.
They are, Kevin, because it can be a valuable asset to get extra possessions. You're winning on the margins if you do that. And let's remember, certain guys just have a knack for getting offensive rebounds, so why not let those guys work?
For New York, they've gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%. Now, here's Anunoby. He had 25 points in the win against Minnesota.
And his scoring's going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
Here's Porter. He's coming off a 28-point game against Detroit. And stolen by Anunoby. Banked in off the glass. Anunoby's got 6.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Outside Williams. From downtown, they get it again. And Claxton throws it down.
Well, this is exactly what the team needs and is hoping for from Claxton. Get to the window, convert your second chance opportunity.
Now, here's Bridges. He's got 17. And Zaire Williams picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Knicks, Josh Hart, he's checked in for Yabusele, and it's Jordan Clarkson in for Bridges.
Josh Hart. Jordan Brunson.
Hart finds Anunoby. Offline with his 3. The Nets have gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. Pass to Thomas. Now Claxton. 17 points for him last game against Detroit.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
Oh, tough rebound for the big fella, but that is his job, folks.
The offensive skill set for Karl-Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
And the outstanding shooting, the post play that he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
The net shooting in this game, 45%.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
It's Hart on the wing. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Minnesota. Towns, a screen on Thomas. Clock at 6. And Towns throws it down.
We know Jordan Clarkson is looking to score out of those sets, but this guy very capable and underrated as a playmaker.
1:43 left in the second quarter. And it's time for an injury report.
Thanks, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for Brooklyn. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. And we know this type of injury can be a long road. However, the bright side at the moment is that they believe he may be able to play. Fingers crossed.
Thanks, Allie. We appreciate the update.
That's so true, but it is also what we expect to happen. It is part of every professional sports league. In the NBA, the schedule, obviously a grind. Injuries happen, but we hear this all the time. It's next man up. Somebody's injury could be an opportunity for somebody to get minutes and do something with those minutes.
It's the Nets now, after Jalen Brunson getting his shot to go from deep. Pass to Demon. Just 5 on the clock. Claxton a screen on Brunson. Here's Demon. And they'll get another chance. Claxton a screen on Towns. Here's Demon. Here's Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Well, this is what you want your big to do. Set a quality screen and then be opportunistic on the catch.
New York's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. To the inside, here's Towns. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Towns has got 12 in the game. And so Thomas will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Up again, and Karl-Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. Brunson from way outside. And so it's the New York Knicks with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Karl, you were able to build the lead, but what's the key to maintaining it or even increasing it going forward?
I mean, don't change what we're doing. Just stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
Consistency is a beautiful thing. Thanks, Karl.
Thanks, Allie. Much appreciated. Halftime now, and we'll be back to get the third quarter underway in just a moment.
Welcome, everybody. And as we start to work our way through the season, a sneak peek at the Rookie of the Year race.
Yeah, these guys are already playing great. I like their futures, brighter than our shiny heads under these lights.
Ah, yes, to be follically challenged. Most rookies don't know about that yet. Changing focus now to that first half, a brutal game so far for the Nets.
The defense has been trash. That is, if you can call it defense. I call it being lazy.
Yeah, it's lazy, Shaq. They've been outworked, and you gotta beat them to the basketball. That's the kind of team that you want to have. And so far, they haven't answered the bell.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. What a game we're seeing from Mikal Bridges.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Here's Demon, setting the floor for the Nets. Guard spots filled by Demon and Thomas. The post tandem, Porter Jr. and Claxton. And it's man in at the 3 spot. Drills the 3-pointer. Porter's got the first points of the second half here for the Nets.
He's just a natural scorer who can heat up fast. Porter's offensive game, very impressive, and he's still adding to it.
Towns looking it over. Back to Brunson. Got it. Good job in the low post. Brunson's got 17 now.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Outside Porter. Pass to Thomas. Claxton, a screen on Bridges. Shot clock at 5. Thomas's shot is off.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Bridges kicks to Brunson. Floats one up. Towns finds Bridges. Puts up a deep 3. Here's Robinson. It's good.
Well, this is where Mitchell Robinson can make his impact on the offensive end. Get the putback with that verticality.
Pass to Claxton. On the wing, Porter. His three-pointer's off the mark. For New York, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Now, Bridges. Towns, the screen. Bridges with it. Now, Thomas defending. He gets that one. Bridges got 19 points.
Boy, you have got to be pleased with the start of this third quarter. 3 for 4 out of the gates. Just keep your rhythm now.
Pass to Porter. Back to man. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Demon. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's Anunoby. Brunson with a clean look. The three-pointer is right on target. He's got 20.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Pass to man. Here's Thomas. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. New York's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Towns against Porter. Bridges outside. Towns a screen on Thomas. For 3, Bridges. No look there. Missed number 4 in 12 tries. The Nets have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Pass to Demon. Outside Porter. Here's Demon. Brunson covering. Demon, that's good. Demon's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
I like how assertive he was, making his presence felt on the interior.
And Towns throws it down.
You call that moving with intent and purpose. The big-time finish by Karl-Anthony.
Net shooting 43% for the game. Outside Thomas. To the paint. He's looking for Porter and finds him. Pass to Claxton. Here's Demon. He's got 7. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for New York.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
They've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
And the free throw, no good. The Doors with his diverse offensive repertoire. Karl-Anthony Towns is a matchup nightmare.
Absolutely, Kevin. And the reason being, he's right. He's one of the greatest shooting bigs in history, but the man is a great straight-line driver. Good luck checking him.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. OG Anunoby is so disruptive. He's led the league in steals. And he said, I want to be the defensive player of the year. I've always thought I was the best defender in the league. I'm athletic enough, strong enough, and smart enough to defend every single position. Kevin, back to you.
Very confident. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. From deep, Thomas. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Well, the defender right there trying to match Cam Thomas's level of aggressiveness, but just a little too physical.
He's made all 3 of his free throws so far.
Three shots.
And he hits the first of 3.
You have to appreciate the strides Cam Thomas is making as a player. His confidence is growing. He attacks without hesitation. Lots to come with this guy.
He hits the second from the line.
Boy, when you talk about rhythm scorer, the first guy or one of the first guys to come to mind is Cam Thomas. Very difficult to slow him down when he gets on a heater.
It's good, and he's 100% from the line thus far. For New York, they've gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third, a 75% clip. Bridges passes to Brunson. And here is Robinson. Anunoby kicks to Brunson. Just 5 to shoot. Over Demon. Brunson, no good.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Down low. Here's Claxton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
And such a valuable guy to this team's rotation, Doris. Nick Claxton is important.
You know, Kev, I'll tell you one thing. This guy brings a ton of energy. He's willing to battle for loose balls, for rebounds. On the defensive end, you know he can make an impact. There's incredible length, and I still think a ceiling that he can get to.
That one is off.
Nick Claxton, to me, guys, one of those great energy guys. You know what you can expect from him night after night. Incredible effort defensively, shot blocking, and a vertical threat at the rim on the offensive end.
And he sinks the second. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Nets have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Towns against Porter. Pass to man. Here's Claxton. 5 on the clock. Thomas's shot is off.
Boy, this has not been his night. The effort's certainly there, but he looks disjointed.
Brunson against Thomas, and he uses the glass on the layup. Brunson's got 9 points here in the second half.
51.
Brooklyn's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Here's Man. He's guarded by Anunoby. Porter, no luck.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And for the Nets, they're shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Stolen by Robinson. Towns in the corner. The tray. Sinks the triple. Towns has got 17.
This is a big who we know stretches the floor to great effect. Mr. Towns from 3.
Knicks lead 90. 51.
The net shooting 43% from the field. On the wing, man. Here's Demon. 9 points in the game so far. Near the three-point line, it's Porter, and the Nets miss again.
He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit the defense for how they're playing him.
Brunson, good.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
51.
And here's Brooklyn. Here's Claxton, and Claxton throws it down.
Claxton, an elite finisher at the rim. That is nicely done.
New York's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Towns, the pass to Bridges. Robinson, a screen on Thomas. Pass to Robinson. And he banks in the layup. Robinson's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's Demon. Outside Thomas. Bridges with the steal. All alone, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
The longer his career grows, the more you see Mikal Bridges put together these scoring outbursts.
The Nets on offense. It's Thomas on the wing. Claxton finds Thomas. Pass to Porter. Just 5 on the clock. Robinson with the block.
Rim protection at its finest. Mitchell Robinson, such a presence.
To the middle. Here's Towns. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got 10 assists here tonight. So active.
98-53.
Here's Demon. He's got 9. Now Claxton, guarded by Robinson. Claxton with it. Pass to Porter. Shot clock at 6. Outside Thomas. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by New York. Robinson's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. In the corner, it's Bridges. Brunson kicks to Bridges. Over Thomas. Rebound, Brooklyn. Claxton's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Porter passes to Thomas. Here's Demon. Brunson covering. Demon, that's good.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Some nice passing by New York here. Brunson up top. He's got 26. From deep. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. Porter's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Demon. 1:32 left to play in the 3rd. Thomas against Brunson. Thomas, good. Thomas got 5 points in the quarter.
When Cam Thomas finds a look, folks, he is going to attack.
Now Robinson. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Gershon Yabusele, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Josh Hart comes in for Karl-Anthony Towns. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for OG Anunoby. And Miles McBride subbed in for Bridges. 1:07 left in the third. 6 to shoot. Here's McBride. And the Knicks miss again. Net shooting around 40% in the third. Maybe settling for some less than ideal looks out there. Sharp finds Martin. Pass to Wilson. Launches a three. Here's Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then follows it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Clarkson kicks to Hart. Over in the corner, McBride. Yabusele in the corner. Will not go. This is off the front iron. To the inside. Here's Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight. There's no doubt. But it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
Jalen Brunson has been on display for New York. After a fantastic quarter, he's sitting on a double-double. And there's nowhere to go but up for him. And we'll be right back after this. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Hart is out there with Yabusele. Then there's Miles McBride. Then there's Jordan Clarkson and it's Shannon in at the small forward. That's the 5 for New York right now.
This guy is more than capable of making that play. Jordan Clarkson confident around the cup.
Wilson into the lane, and the shot goes in.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And so Clarkson will bring it up for the New York Knicks. So Doris, when it comes to punishing flopping, the acronym is STEM, and you can walk us through this. S-T-E-M.
That's right, Kevin. Secondary, theatrical, embellished movements. Players are always going to embellish contact because they want to make sure the official sees it. What the league doesn't want are the flailing pirouettes, the exaggeration or feigning of contact. Those actions will be penalized.
The shot comes out. Great D that time from Martin. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting in this game 45%. Inside. Sharp sets the pick for Martin. Just 5 to shoot. Over Hart. The kick out to Williams. The three-pointer off the mark. For New York, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Up top, Hart. Clarkson outside. Takes the 3. Rebound by Williams. The Nets have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Here's Martin. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Jordan Clarkson.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Martin. Well, Doris, clearly the NBA award voting is an imperfect process and is often the cause of some intense debate.
Just look at the most valuable player debate over the last 5 or 6 seasons. You've had guys neck and neck for maybe the most prestigious award in the league. And one of the things that frustrates me, Kevin, is when a player has won multiple MVP and voter fatigue comes into place. It drives me nuts.
That one is no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Good on the triple. Clarkson's got 7 points for the quarter.
Knicks lead 105-64.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And here's Martin. Outside Wilson. Screen by Claxton. Out of bounds, New York takes possession. Let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up. On Tuesday, they'll face off against Brandon Ingram and the Toronto Raptors. And then on Friday, they'll be taking on Franz Wagner and the Orlando Magic.
And looking at the Boston matchup, they'll need to be at their best for this contest. Anything short of excellence, and they'll be in for a rough ride.
For New York, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Shamet, rebounded by the Nets. Claxton's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Porter passes to Claxton, and Claxton throws it down.
Well, Claxton could have an apartment up near the rim. These dunk attempts are routine.
New York's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Clarkson against Williams. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
The Nets have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Pass to Porter. Lays it up off the glass. Now it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look like any fun.
And I'll tell you, this is the last thing you want to see.
I just feel so bad for him, what he's going through right now. You just have to hope and pray that it's not too serious.
And the Nets making a change here. Conley's checked in. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Williams scanning the floor. Outside Wilson. Pass to Williams. Claxton a screen on Hart. Shot on the wing. And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Claxton. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. To the paint, deflects the pass, and the shot goes in. And every team is trying to ward off or recover from injuries. So, Doris, how much separation is there with regards to team training stats?
Now, this is a great question, Kevin, and I think one of the things it highlights is how important every member of your staff is, from your head coach to the assistant coaches down to the training staff. An 82-game season will challenge any medical staff. They are invaluable to your organization.
Hart outside. Clock at 4. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Claxton. The Nets have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Down low. It's rebounded by New York.
Oh, he missed the chippy. What are the odds? That's so frustrating.
Pass to Clarkson. Hart with the screen for Clarkson. Hart left side. Over Claxton. New York, no good that time either. The Nets shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Here's Mann. He's covered by Shamet. And a fast break now for the Knicks. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
The Nets shooting 43% from the floor. Here's Demon. Outside Thomas. Launches it. Good on the three-point shot.
We have watched Cam Thomas become more and more aggressive from three-point territory.
Thomas against Clarkson. Yabusele is screen on Thomas. Clarkson passes to Yabusele. Clarkson kicks to Hart. And the layup's good off the glass.
So confident in the painted area. Josh Hart understands how to score inside.
Pass to Claxton. Now, here's Thomas. Hey, Doris, for a GM trying to build a championship-level roster, what's one thing that can really help?
I think the way the salary cap is constructed, maybe the single most important thing you can do as a GM is draft well. You have to be able to find players who can contribute right away. And talent evaluation is not an exact science. The ones who do it well and don't miss on those big-time picks, that is a huge deal.
Here's Clarkson. Brooklyn with the rebound. Claxton's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Pass to Demon. Now, Mann. Screen by Claxton. Clarkson against Thomas. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
That's just a bailout shot by Thomas. He enjoys breaking the defensive spirit.
McBride passes to Clarkson. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Pass to Demon. Here's Mann. Three-pointer. Hits it from three-point range.
Well, you simply have to stay connected to him. His shooting stroke is that pure.
And just off the cuff, Doris, what do you think is the toughest part of the season?
I mean, for me, watching these players try to perform the final 2 to 3 weeks before All-Star game, there are so many things in play. Has it been an extraordinarily difficult season where you're just simply not winning? Are you trying to incorporate perhaps a player that came over from a new trade? And then also just the focus. Everybody's mind is, ooh, I've got a week vacation here. I can't wait.
The Nets have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Pass to Demon. The Nets working the ball around now. A slam dunk by Thomas.
Boy, we don't see Cam Thomas dunk it with authority that often. His legs must be feeling pretty good today.
New York's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And here is Hart. Now, here's Shamet. Nailed from three-point land.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
And Claxton throws it down.
Listen, at this point, keep feeding Nick Claxton because right now his confidence is surging.
Now, here's Clarkson. Hart with a screen on Thomas. Clarkson for three. The rebound by Demon. And the Nets with possession. They're on a 14-5 run. Count that one. Thomas got 14 points now in the second half.
Wow, the defense trying to overpower Cam Thomas, and he was having none of it.
New York's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. McBride passes to Yabusele. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
That bucket is really just about the efficient use of a screen. That's nicely done.
There's 1:54 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Demon. Pass to Thomas. Clarkson looking for an opening. And that one is hammered home.
Well, Jordan Clarkson loves the offensive end, and he's in the flow on that drive. That's nice.
Net shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. On the wing, man. He's covered by Shamet, and that one drops.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for New York.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jalen Brunson.
This guy's vision was on point all night. He kept everyone involved.
Thomas, no good. Now the Knicks with it. McBride finds Shamet. 32 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Hart. No good on the three.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's man, defended by McBride. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Just good, aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one misses. Clarkson outside. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
All right, I'm with Karl-Anthony Towns. Karl, congratulations on the victory. What was key in getting the win here tonight?
We played like we wanted it more. You know, we came out here and we just did a lot of great defensive stops. It wasn't offensive. It was more defensively. We did a great job. We got those 50-50 balls, put us in a nice position.
We can see and feel that desperation. Congrats on the win.
And as always, Allie, thank you so much. And that about wraps it up. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Jalen Brunson.